Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is Fearless Broadcasting. Fearless himself up here in the booth, and thank you all for tuning in to the Electric Thunder Truck Series. We're here at Indianapolis Raceway Park, also known as Lucas Oil Raceway. We're about to go green for some exciting racing for race number 3 of the season. It's been a very entertaining first couple races here in the Electric Thunder Truck Series. The 79 of Parker Strand getting his first win in his debut start the first week. Last week was just as fun. A lot of green flag racing. A little bit of fireworks behind the scenes. We're ready to take this league to the next level. It's the first short track of the season. First short track of several, really. This track is short, but it is extraordinarily hot. We'll go ahead and look at the race info real quick. Track length 6.67 miles. Temperature 104 degrees Fahrenheit. It's going to be a pressure cooker out here for these tires. But one of the most important things for these drivers to do is to save tires as long as possible. These drivers will only get 3 sets of tires. I know it says 4 on the screen, but it is 3. 150 lap race, no scheduled stages, so any cautions that come out will be because of somebody wrecking. And we'll have to see how this one pans out. Looks like qualifying just finished up. Drayton Cook will be on your leaderboard, on the top of the leaderboard. No surprise there, as they are completing warm-up at the moment. But while we sit here and wait for warm-up to end, we'll go ahead and hear a word from our sponsor of today's race.
At first, just leaving the house was hard.
But Wounded Warrior Project helps you realize it's possible to get out there.
To feel a sense of camaraderie again.
To find the tools to live life better.
Through generous community support, we've connected warriors and their families with no-cost physical and mental health services, legislative advocacy, career assistance, and life skill training for 20 years. And we're just getting started.
Special thanks to everybody coming on board and making this league possible. Our sponsors are among those drivers. Let's go ahead and take a look at our driver of the day, James Burns, in that 07. He's not always up front, but he contributes so much behind the scenes to this league. And honestly, let's see if we can grab him for a quick. And it does look like he is not going to be available for an interview, so unfortunately not going to be able to interview the 07 of James Burns, but this is the Wounded Warrior 150. Special thanks to our veterans, those who have paid the ultimate sacrifice. Always wish we could do more for these heroes, but always a pleasure to come on board and make a special day for them. As warm-up continues, let's see if we can go ahead and pull in another driver, your pole sitter, 17 of Drayton Cook. Hey, Mr. Cook, this is Fearless up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
I do. What's up, man?
Well, you've had one of the fastest trucks every race this season, and you're up front on the top of the leaderboard once again. You think you can get that elusive win today?
Check. We're gonna try.
Copy, copy.
Gotta keep it clean.
Thanks, sir.
One storyline
Welcome,
today is the tire wear. It's very hot outside today. What do you envision the tire wear looking like in the first 20-30 laps?
Our car's gonna get a lot tighter, so eventually it's gonna get to the point where we gotta unwind the wheel a little bit faster. Just saving the right rear and not sliding it too much at the beginning, and keeping it cool, I think, is gonna be the key to the long run if we get to a long run. But if not, it's just gonna probably come down with his tires at the end.
Well, you definitely are the one to beat on the short run. Not sure how long runs are going to pan out, but can't wait to find out. Good luck out there today.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
That was the 17 of Drayton Cook, your pole sitter for today's race. So special thanks to all of our sponsors, like I mentioned beforehand. We mentioned the Wounded Warrior Project and them coming on board for today's race, but also special thanks to Colton Cook Designs. On the side of every truck out there is a Colton Cook Design contingency logo. Special thanks to him for partnering with us this season. If you have any graphic designs needed done for your race car or hauler or anything like that, be sure to look him up on Facebook. Definitely has very high quality work for reasonable prices. Alrighty, looks like warm-up has just been completed. It's Drayton Cook will be your pole sitter. Rest of the lineup, it's going to be Tim Aubrell in that number 3, Randy Cornwell in the number 22, Dustin Coggin in the 46. You got Tate Luprette, Dylan Lamp, Dalton Wilson, Tyler Clunan, Timothy Perryman, and James Burns. That's going to be the rest of your top 10.
I hate short track racing.
11th place will be Gregory Vanace. 12th place
Me too.
is going to be Alex McGuire.
Welcome to trucks.
13th is Noah Walters. 14th, Thomas Adams. 15th, new rookie driver, Daniel Molnix. 16th, Nicholas Anderson. 18th, 17th is going to be Joseph Herbert. And 19th will be John Russo. And that number 59, last but not least. Oh, there will be one EOL handed out today, but it looks like he is already in the back. We'll find the penalty report real quick like. Looks like the number 69 will be given an EOL after an incident last race. So, these drivers making the parade laps. We're getting ready to go green. It's Drayton Cook. He's going to be starting on that inside lane. Tim Aubrell on that inside lane. What you need to save those tires. It's awful easy to spin it though. This track, not much banking. It's going to be very flat, very hot, very slick. As we get ready to kick off this race in the middle of the day. Can Dustin Coggin come back and do back-to-back? Will Drayton Cook or Tim Aubrell get their first win of the season? Or will we have a surprise finish? We'll just have to wait and see. 150 laps. These drivers will get 3 sets of tires in addition to the ones on their truck. 0 fast repairs. If you get too much damage, your race is over with. You have to learn how to keep that truck clean today. Who will be the best driver? Well, let's just have to wait and find out. Drayton Cook on the inside, Tim Aubrell on the outside. Pace car to pit road as they edge their way through turn 4. And here we go. It's green flag in the air over Drayton Cook. He's already out to the lead. Tim Aubrell in second, but he's under attack from team owner Randy Cornwell. Cornwell right on the back bumper. And now Dustin Coggin moving to the outside of that 22 for the 3rd position. First and second get away with it. Here's Dustin Coggin. Last week's winner, very sharp looking blue 46. Trying to get up there and challenge the TI dominating performance. And you see Tate Luprette back there in that 5th place. Dylan Lamp in 6th. Those 3 drivers teammates. So you got TI Racing 1, 2, 3, Old Money Racing 4, 5, 6. Justin Coggin did let Randy Cornwell get away with that 3rd position, but we'll have to wait and see. Is that 46 just trying to save tires? Mr. 22 gonna run those tires a little bit too hard. Drayton Cook off to a good lead today. Tim Aubrell trying to keep pace, not quite able to do it. Here's Coggin, tried to get to the inside of the 22, had to back out a little bit right there. A little bit further back in the back, you got Timothy Perryman already up 2 spots in this race today. Didn't make it past Tyler Clunan. Clunan making his first start of the season after some technical difficulties prevented him from racing the first 2 races. But he's back in the driver's seat. I'm sure y'all did see him or hear him in the driver's booth as we have a car sideways. That was Gregory Vanace back there. Managed to get back control of it. He will lose several spots down to the 12th position as Nicholas Anderson going around to the outside. Anderson making his first start of the season. He also was not able to make the previous 2 races. And Joseph Herbert coming back from that EOL, trying to get around Jeffrey Vanace, or Gregory Vanace. That's going to be for position number 13 if he can get that pass completed. Well, Timothy Perryman's picking up where he left off. United Team Racing's has some really fast trucks the past couple weeks. They're trying to get around Dylan Lamp right now. Timothy Perryman is the only United Team Racing driver in the field today. So we'll have to wait and see how he fares. And he is already up to the 6th position, up 3 spots since the start of the race. Another fast-moving driver, though, is that number 19 of Daniel Molnix. Look at him going around the outside of Noah Walters. He has a fast truck today in that number 21. Very sharp-looking truck right there. Whoa! You see Clunan gets sideways off the exit of turn number 2. Good save by him. These drivers already slipping and sliding all over the place. Drayton Cook pulling away with the lead, but Dustin Coggin still up here trying to challenge those TI Racing drivers. That 46 has a lot of speed this season. He is the defending series champion. He's trying to get to the back bumper of Randy Cornwell. Cornwell, as usual, making it tough for anybody to get past. They head down the back stretch again. Here's Dustin Coggin, running about a lane lower than that 22. 22 gets a little bit sideways, will maintain control of it. As here's Coggin, he's gonna peek to the inside, gets inside the left rear of Randy Cornwell, not able to do anything with it though. Very hard to pass here at Indianapolis Raceway Park. This is definitely one of the best battles on the racetrack. As Drayton Cook is about 2.5 seconds off this battle. Here's Coggin now, gonna have to try something a little bit different. Was not able to get to the inside of Randy Cornwell. You know what, maybe there's something on the outside. We'll have to see what that 46 can find. We are working lap number 13 of 150. In the Wounded Warrior 150. Look at that 46. He's all over the back bumper of Randy Cornwell. Doing his best to keep it clean and keep it off that number 22 though. And he gets to the inside. 46 to the inside of Cornwell. Can he make it stick? Cornwell on that outside lane. Better entry in turns 1 and 2. But 46 going to crowd him up a little bit. Very tight racing up here for the 3rd positioning. Cornwell almost clears the 46. Not quite able to. And the 46 will keep his right front fender inside that number 22. They're still side by side. Cornwell, another good corner exit. Coggin just doing everything he can to try to get around the 22 without making any contact. Very close racing. They bang doors. Hey, they're still gonna stay side by side. Great racing up here for the third position. Here's Coggin. He had to back off a little bit. Cornwell. Good defense right now. Here's Coggin. He's going to get back to the inside of Cornwell. Hopefully he can make this pass without burning that right front up a little bit too much. He's still going to stay inside of Cornwell, but you saw began to get a little bit tight. Had to back out in the middle of the corner. They head back around 2, 3, and 4. Coggin, Cornwell running inches apart. Look at the preciseness in which these two drivers are battling. Coggin is obviously a little bit faster, but Cornwell just holding off that 46, allowing his teammates to pull to a little bit further gap each and every lap. Coggin again.
Right out, you're outside, man.
Nothing there this lap either. Here's Coggin. Good cockpit view here as they come up on a lap truck. Not sure who that is. See, they're definitely struggling a little bit here. But here's Cornwell moving up the track a little bit. Coggin sees the door open, but it's not enough. Cornwell just running on that outside lane. He's got a really fast truck up there right by the wall. It's going to be really hard for this 46 to find a way around. And we've seen them battle for multiple laps already. As the 46 looks to the outside, Cornwell blocks. Here's Coggin looking to the inside, drives it in pretty good. Gets to the corner panel, has to check up to avoid running into that 22. And they're going to exit. Not side by side. Cornwell moves down the track to block the 46 a little bit. Very, very close racing here for this third position. Every lap that Coggin cannot get around the 22 of Cornwell is another lap. These other drivers pull further away from that 46. Definitely has a lot of speed. That was Thomas Adams. Oh, Cornwell still making that outside lane work. Well, let's look through the field real quick. You see Tate Lupret starting to catch these two drivers. Cornwell definitely slower than a lot of the field right now. Then Timothy Perryman has worked his way up to the 6th position, kind of stopped there. And that's Daniel Molnix. Molnix has worked his way up to the 7th position as he worked his way up to Dalton Wilson. Rookie driver making his debut start. He's had a good truck today. As he moves up to 7th, we'll see if he can catch this battle for 3rd in the next upcoming laps. Noah Walters is back here in the 10th position. Tyler Boonen still trying to hang on to that truck. We've seen several amazing saves out of that 2 truck already today. He is running 11th. Gregory Vinay struggling as well. He is running in the 12th position. Herbert right behind him in the 13th position. 64 of Alex McGuire, really fast truck at Las Vegas last week. I guess short track's just not his thing, as he is definitely not having the best of days. But hey, it's only lap 25, plenty of time to make some adjustments to that truck and work your way back up. As you see Tim Aubrell going past him, Drake Cook up here, all by himself, nobody in sight, 2 seconds ahead of Aubrell. Whoa! Lupret spins Cornwell, and they will tag the 07. Perryman able to get it stopped in time during evasive action. But we pan back just in time Coggin got around Cornwell, Lupret was not as patient with him. It took Dustin Coggin about 20-25 laps to get around that 22 of Randy Cornwell. Here's Tate Lupret. Lupret kind of holds that white line. Not sure. I'll have to watch that again. Now looks like Cornwell maybe comes down the track more than the 52 was expecting. Definitely a more of a racing incident than anything. Well, that 52 definitely was not intentionally trying to wreck the 22. That will bring out caution flag number 1. Here at Indianapolis Raceway Park.
Did he just hit a wall during caution?
Yeah, I was zoned very far into the live stream.
Oh, gotcha. I was like, what's going on?
I'm just gonna go down low so everyone can buy. My bad, 41. Should have communicated that
Race
quicker.
control is not present, so definitely having to keep track of incidents as they happen here at Lucas Oil. Definitely unfortunate incident between Cornwell and Tate Lupret. Let's see what happens after the race. Alright, so that did bring out the caution flag, number 1, lap number 30. Few drivers did come into the pits. Tim Aubrell will lead them off. Drayton Cook still on pit road, or was on pit road for a long time. Words are hard. But Cornwell going to be restarting up front alongside Timothy Perryman. We got Noah Walters, Gregory Vinace on row number 2. Row number 3 is Joseph Herbert and Tim Aubrell on those fresh tires. So 5 drivers stay out. We'll have to see how this strategy works out. Tires are definitely going to be cooked for these 5 drivers up front. Hopefully they can keep it straight. Here we go. Randy Cornwell on the inside. It's Timothy Perryman on the outside. Good jump by that 22. Perryman trying to reel him back in. Has Noah Walters in that 3rd position. And it's a dogfight behind him. Look at Coggin working his way through traffic. A little bit of contact. Gregory Vinace and Aubrell. Aubrell has to move down to the bottom. Now Mullins is stuck behind the 65 as they're all trying to file by the 65 of Gregory Vinace. And just in front of them, they've got a little bit of a roadblock going on. Dalton Wilson to the inside of Joseph Herbert. Oh, they're wrecking Perryman in the fence. Timothy Perryman shoved into the fence up here. So much going on. Not entirely sure what happened, but hey, that's what replays are for. Looks like a little bit of contact between Noah Walters. Possible.
Y'all gotta wait for the pace car. Y'all better stop.
Oh, 50 of Noah Walters comes up the track. Gets into Timothy Perryman. Good save by that 41 truck. And he looks like no serious damage there. But definitely not what that team wanted to see. That will bring out caution flag number 2. You know what they say, cautions breed cautions. All but 5 drivers put on fresh tires under the last caution flag. We'll
Lucky dog outside.
How this strategy for those who stayed out will play out now as Perryman and Herbert both back in the pack. So one special bonus that these drivers get points wise during these races is if you complete a race with 0x, you do get a bonus point. And as well as if you lead a lap, you also get a point. So it really incentivizes drivers to race clean and to be up front, play a little bit of strategy. As we have an interesting development, it's Cornwell and Walters going to be restarting side by side. Dalton Wilson in that number 20 got by the 46. So that 20 has got some speed today. We'll have to see what Mr. Wilson can pull out of that truck. As we are on lap number 36 of 150. Pretty good long green flag run to begin with. 30 lap stint. Caution came out, and this is the second one. A little bit of incidents on the restart. Hopefully we can get this restart done clean and over with. Get some racing
Coming
under
up
our
high.
belts. Alrighty, old tires up front, new tires right behind. It's Cornwell to the inside, Walters to the outside. Then you got Wilson and Coggin. Hungry Predators trying to find a way around those two up front. Good jump by Cornwell. Walters not quite able to keep pace. Looks like that 20 of Dalton Wilson's definitely going to have an advantage. Here's Coggin, going to take it 3 wide. Noah Walters moves up out of the way. And we're side by side. 46 and 20 for that second race position. Here they come, trying to get to the back bumper of Cornwell. Look at the speed Coggin had to check up dramatically as Cornwell did move up and block that 46 as that 20 is his teammate. Coggin forces it 3 wide. Look at the move by the 46. He's going to take the race lead away from Dalton Wilson and Randy Cornwell. As Wilson and Aubrell now going to try to make their way around the 22. Good move by Coggin, but it's not over yet. Wilson is still trying to hang tough. Aubrell's coming with the hot head
Good
of
job
steam.
there, fellas. Holding it 3 wide there.
Here's Drayton Cook. He's going to get around Cornwell now. So Cornwell will move down to the 5th position. TI Racing, though, taking the banner, now trying to catch that number 46 of Dustin Coggin. Or see where that 41 is. Look at that 41. Recovery from being spun. He's all the way up to the 6th position on some fresh good years. Looks like he just got past the 52 of Tate Lupret. Not sure which driver is faster there. Possibly that 52. 52 really fast today. Top 10 have gone a top 5 car. Before that unfortunate incident with the 22. Back here, 3 wide. Walters on the outside. Clunan and Lamp are on the inside. Walters has a little bit older tires. Surprised at how well he's holding, honestly. But right in front of him is another side-by-side battle. Daniel Molinix and Gregory Benes. Battles all over the racetrack right now. Here's Walters, gonna dive it in. Has to back off the number 21's back bumper. Here's Lamp, he's gonna take advantage. But Walters has that outside lane momentum. He's gonna take that spot right back. Now, diving to the inside. Can he do anything with that 21 as they're going around Joseph Herbert right in front of him? Lamp looked to the outside temporarily. Walters leaves him lane, but Lamp will back off for the time being. Oh, Lamp has to check up. Here's Clunan going to take advantage.
Try not to speed use Brandy, I'm sorry.
And here's Molinix to the inside of Herbert. Herbert in the wall. A little bit lost control for a second. Will regain as Walters now trying to find a way around him. Side by side behind Walters, Clunan and Lamp. Oh, they get into each other. Clunan having some troubles with the handling of that number 2 machine. Looks like no harm done to that 55. Thankfully, here's the 50. Gonna move to the inside. Here's Lamp gonna get to the outside. Definitely not what Walters was anticipating there, but Lamp gonna scrape the wall a little bit. Very fun racing to watch back here. Here's Lamp. He's gonna drive it in hard to the inside of the 50. Not gonna be able to make it stick. Almost spins it. Backs off 50. Backs him all a little bit, but good corner by that 50 of Noah Walters. As he's still trying to catch that 69 of Herbert. Here's Lamp. Very hard to pass here. You can see it. But the 55 of Dylan Lamp. Trying to find a way around that 50, but the speed difference is just not great enough for that 55. As the two will back off a little bit. Here he comes. Dive bomb. Gonna get to the inside. A little bit of contact. 50 moves up the track. 55. Door to door. And the 50's still gonna take the spot back. Great racing back here, even if this is for the back end of the top 10. Look at Clunan all over the track again. But up front, it's Dustin Coggin, and look who's second. It's Drayton Cook, the two fastest trucks of the season. Coggin and Cook are now going to go head to head. See which one can save that tires the best. Fastest laps. And that 17 run down the Coggin machine, or is the Coggin machine just a little bit too fast today? Definitely going to be something to keep an eye on. Behind that, you got Aubrell and Wilson, but Perryman got around Randy Cornwell, who's fallen back to the 8th position, so move Perryman up to 5th. He's got about 2.6 seconds and growing to get to the back bumper of Wilson. So I guess now his main focus should be just keeping that truck clean, saving tires, as that 52 has fallen back 1.8 seconds behind that 41. And this battle back here is still going on. Lamp still trying to get around Walters. Walters was trying to get around Herbert. Herbert kind of blocked them both, honestly. Lamp drifts up the track, almost gets into the 50. Good control by both of those drivers. Here's Clunan, he's still running right behind both of them. Ready to pounce. Herbert likes seeing the side-by-side action as Walters tags the wall a little bit. Here's Clunan. Clunan gonna follow Walters to the outside of Lamp, and here's Walters now trying to find a way around Herbert. Oh, Lamp almost spun it. Had to check up dramatically. But here's Walters. About 2 truck lengths off that 69. 69 goes way down to the bottom. Walters goes to the wall. Tries to turn down the track to the straighter exits. So get on the gas a little bit. 50's just a little bit faster, but it's extremely hard to pass when the speeds are this insane. Oh, Herbert up in the wall. Definitely overdrove that a little bit. They get into each other. Walters tries to save him. And that will bring out the caution flag. The 50 and the 69 will get together. Some really hard racing. That will bring out caution flag number 3 here at the IRP Indianapolis Raceway Park. Looks like Herbert's a little bit hot under the collar right now. Hopefully he doesn't catch up to Walters and do anything stupid. Oh, looks like a few drivers coming to pit road. Cook, Aubrell, Wilson, and Perryman all coming to pit road for fresh tires. This is going to be interesting. These drivers only got 3 sets of tires to begin with. We're on lap 57 and they're already taking their second set. Not sure what the strategy is going to be for the second half of the race. We'll just have to wait and find out, I guess. See, Holt's getting his lap back. Dogging up here, dominating this race today, but it's going to be a little bit slower now on older tires. Tate Brett, Gregory Manay, still in the lane. Drayton Cook, Perry Mann, or Drayton Cook was the first driver to pit, so looks like old drivers stayed out. Approaching lap number 60 of 150. We got it roughly 19 laps to go. 9-0 here in the Wounded Warriors 150 in the Electric Thunder Truck Series. Some very good battles going on all over the racetrack. It's been very fun to watch. Hopefully it continues. Looks like we're already lining up. Go back to green. Alrighty. Got Dustin Coggin on the inside, teammate Tate Lucrette on the outside. You got Gregory Benace back there in that number 65. And then Dylan Lamp outside second row, teammate to the front row. As they're coming through turns 3 and 4, looking to go back to green flag. It's Dustin Coggin in that number 46. One of the fastest trucks on the track again today. Green flag. Oh, and Brett spins his tires, hits the wall. Lamp also spins the tires. They're still stacking up. Looks like everybody's getting through it clean so far. Perryman, Aubrell 3 wide. Perryman had to really got on the door of Aubrell. You see him hard turn down. Look at the damage on that right front of the 55 of Lamp. Definitely not what that 55 needed. And Lucrette is also slow on the track. But huge heartbreak for that number 55. So he's going to have to pit to repair that soon, as he is also stacking up the field. See Herbert and Walters trying to get around him now. Up against the wall. They're wrecking in front of him. Big wreck in front of him.
Yellow flag is out.
Well, we were focusing on the damage to the 55 and making sure everybody got through that. Big incident in front of them.
Sorry, 24, if that was me. I think we net coded, but I couldn't tell. I didn't feel anything, but still, go back.
Well, you hear on the radios possible netcode. We'll watch the 17. See what happened. 65 of Gregory Benace.
Hey, 55, what damage do I have on my rear from the last restart?
I didn't see any damage.
Oh. We'll back it up a little bit. So the 17 definitely overdrove the exit of that corner. The 65 was a little bit lower down the track than the 17 was expecting also. That netcode was also involved, but that wreck was going to happen regardless. Highly unfortunate for all those drivers.
Yeah, I could drive a damaged truck. I don't know how this is going to work out.
See Aubrell with heavy damage. Dalton Wilson will have the race lead. Let's see. Sorry, a little bit of technical difficulties getting back to live racing. There we go. Yeah, Dalton Wilson will have the race lead. It's Timothy Perryman in second. And you got, how about Alex McGuire? Good recovery, a little bit of pit strategy. Pulls him up to pretty high up the leaderboard in third. Then rookie Daniel Molnix in fourth. And Gregory Vinay back there in the fifth position. Huge pile up on the front stretch after a disastrous start by the 55 of Lamp. And while we got a second, why don't we go ahead and try to get an interview? Oh, they're already lined up to go back to green. Definitely do not have a lot of time to interview drivers on these short tracks. This pace car headed to pit road. All right, here we go. It is the 20 of Wilson on the inside, the 41 of Perryman on the outside. That inside lane's been having some really good jumps. And Perryman stay with the 20 a little bit better than we have been seeing. We'll have to wait and see. Here we go. Front stretch. Restart zone. Green flag. Wilson, great jump. Perryman, very slow. They're 4 wide behind them. How is that supposed to work? Cornwell takes it 4 wide, and they're wrecking again.
Yellow. Damn, Randy just bulldozed through everybody.
Hogging around. A little bit of damage for that 46, one of the fastest cars on the track.
Yeah, I think I'm done.
Definitely upset that 65. He's had a good season. He's had some really fast runs this season. A lot of damage from that incident. And you heard the verdict on track. Randy Cornwell in that number 22.
Gotta let the pace go by.
Let's see if we can get a replay. Oh, yeah, I'm not sure what the 22 was thinking about taking it 4 wide there. Looks like the 46 did get some damage to the rear end, but that's about it. But the 65, heavy damage, still trying to figure out where from. And that will bring out caution flag number 5. Here in the Electric Thunder Truck Series. We did have a few good long green flag runs. We're definitely having some issues midway through this race. About halfway through, we got 70 laps in, 80 laps to go. It's Wilson up front, Perryman in second, Molnix in third, McGuire, Walters, Cornwell, Cook, Lupret, Adams, Aubrell, Herbert, Lamp, Coggin, Clunan, Vinay still in the pits, Burns still on the track, as well as Nicholas Anderson. But Anderson is 14. Only 14 laps down. Space car leading them down the back stretch. We'd love to pull some drivers in, but no, mess their restarts up. Alright, that number 20 is looking really strong about halfway through this race. Definitely was a force to be reckoned with last week at Las Vegas. Again, very fast truck today here at Lucas
Alrighty,
Oil.
easy into the first turn, boys.
We'll have to see if Coggin can work his way up after sustaining damage in that last incident. Alrighty, let's see what happens. It's a repeat. It's Wilson on the inside, Perryman on the outside, Molnix, McGuire, Walters. They're side by side. Wilson waiting. Front stretch, restart zone, green flag. Good jump again. Perryman just not able to match the speed of that 20 on these restarts, but all three drivers, him and Molnix and Perryman all pull away. As Walters is in hot pursuit in that number 50 truck. Noah Walters, good run at the moment. But here's Cook. He's all over the back bumper of that number 50. 17 of Drayton Cook taking advantage of the issues with that 46. He wants that track position. He wants it now. Inside of Walters. He's got the spot. Now looking inside Perryman. We have a caution again on the track. It's Aubrell. Back in the back of the pack. Oh, heavy damage. Has to tow. That's gotta hurt. And 3 wide racing again. Looks like Old Money takes Thomas Adams 3 wide. Oh, he just loses it. A little bit too hot into the corner. Yeah, looks like his race is over. Whether by damage or whether by frustration. Either way, that number 3, Tim Aubrell, will park that vehicle and will probably finish 17th if Nicholas Anderson can keep that truck on track a little bit longer. So all these cautions are good for Dalton Wilson. He's still holding on to that race lead. Daniel Molnix is back here in second. Third place is Timothy Perryman. Drayton Cook got around Noah Walters, but Perryman putting up a pretty good fight. We got Cornwell and McGuire. Alex McGuire hanging tough up here in that number 64 Peerless Machine. You saw Tyler Clunan going around to get his lap back. It looks like that will put 13 drivers on the lead lap. James Burns will be the next driver to get the lucky dog. Gregory Vanace. He's looks like he's got some of that damage repaired. He's back on track in 15th, 2 laps down. So hopefully he can get a few lucky breaks. Maybe get around that 07 and get back towards the lead lap. He's had a fast truck today, just like last week. That 65 is definitely going to be one to look out for later in the season. And again, Tim Aubrell has parked his truck. Nicholas Anderson at the pit under green, went 14 laps down, but he's still in this race as they're lining up. A little bit of a change up front. It's going to be Wilson on the inside, Molnix on the outside, Perryman and Cook. Can that 21 of Daniel Molnix find something to get around that 20 on the restart? Here we go. 21, great race so far today. Can he see if he keeps it up? Dalton Wilson through the restart zone. Green flag in the air over the 20. Molnix, good job. Right on the back bumper of that number 20. Just not able to do anything with it. Here's Cook outside of Perryman. He's going to easily take that spot. Not quite clear yet. And there it is. So Drayton Cook moves up to third on those fresher tires. Now going to go off after that 21 of Molnix, who's all over the back bumper of Wilson. As they're racing hard back there in the back of the pack. Cook going after the race lead. It's a mess back here. Look at Walters going around the outside of Perryman. Perryman a little bit loose there. Herbert gets sideways off behind. Not sure if that was off somebody's front bumper or what. With some really hard racing, as Clunan almost loses it again. Oh, Walter's slow on track. Looks like he and Perryman may have gotten into each other a little bit. Look at him working back on the outside lane.
Staying high on damage.
And Perryman gonna move over. Oh, damage for the 41. He's lost a lot of positions. And here's the 55 from Blamp, also with a little bit of damage, but able to maintain a little bit better pace speed. Here's the 65 of Vanace. He has taken over the free pass position, it looks like. So if there were to be another caution, 65 would be able to get one lap back. Back up front, it's all Dalton Wilson. Daniel Molnick still hanging tight in second. Able to hold off that 17 for a few laps longer. Wilson loses it! He saves it! Huge save by the 20 of Dalton Wilson. The 20 of Dalton Wilson almost lost the race. Huge slide coming out of the corner, but he saves it. Loses the lead and falls back to fourth, but that truck's still in one piece. Incredible save by that number 20. So this battle now becomes a battle for the race lead. Here's Cook to the inside of Molnix. Molnix pinning him down a little bit. Very tight racing as they head through the front stretch down into turns 1 and 2. Cook, Molnix still side by side. Inside lane, a little bit better, but that outside lane fires back. A little bit better momentum. Here's Cook trying to get around the 21. Fresher tires versus older tires. Oh, they're both sideways off the corner. Look at this battle for the lead. Cook, Molnick still side by side. Neither one budging an inch. And Cook's going to pull ahead a little bit. Couple feet. He's going to try to clear the 21 in turns 1 and 2. Almost, and he does. So the 17 to Cook. Oh, sideways off the corner. It's the 21. Good save. So Drayton Cook finally back up to the race lead. It's Daniel Molnix in second and Randy Cornwell about to take that spot away. He's currently in third. But the other fast driver out there, Dustin Coggin, is up to fifth now. He's about 3.3 seconds back from Cook. He's got to work his way through some slower cars. We'll have to see if he can make some hay and get back up there. McGuire's hanging tough back here. He has a 7th place run going right now. Noah Walters looking to take one spot away. That's 64 doing a good job right now. 50 Walters around the outside. Easily takes that spot. And so move Walters up to 7th. McGuire back to 8th. Joseph Herbert also with the top 10 run going, with Aubrell out of the race. Aubrell has fallen back to 17th. John Russo did not start the race, unfortunately. Yes, pretty nice green flag run we're having. Cornwell still trying to track down the 21 of Molnix. Molnix running some pretty fast laps for having older tires. Both drivers sideways off the corner, as Coggin's going to get around Dalton Wilson. So that 46 is going to move up to 4th. He's about 4 seconds behind Cook, but he's about 2.8 seconds behind Molnix. So Coggin definitely has an easy second. He can get that truck moving. One driver that's moving just in the wrong direction is Dylan Lamp. We saw him up front at a restart on older tires, but was forced up into the wall. You see that damage on the right front. Was not able to get it 100% repaired. And he's out here hanging tough. You see Look at how beat up that truck is. He's up here in the 10th position hanging tough.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Oh, we have a caution. Oh, it's Nicholas Anderson. Trying to get that truck pointed back in the right direction without involving anybody else.
Hey, I'm gonna get close to the pace car because I'm gonna be the lucky dog.
And we'll see
Gotta let the pace car out here in 3, guys.
if we can grab a replay. Here we go. A little bit of contact with Clunan? No, not that far. Oh, Clunan comes up the track, gets into the 0-0. Tries to save it, not able to. And that will bring out the caution flag. Interesting, interesting.
Going on the outside.
That 2 of Tyler Clunan having a rough day today. Hopefully he can get something turned back around in the right direction. As we're working under caution again on lap 96 of 150. We're going to have about 54 laps to go. Hopefully we can possibly go green the rest of the way. These drivers doing their best out here. It's not been the cleanest race out. Let's see. It looks like Randy Cornwell is being scored as the race leader. Drayton Cook. I almost wonder if he got caught speeding on pit road or if he pitted and these drivers stayed out. It looks like Drayton Cook had to come in twice. So that's going to definitely hurt that 17.
17, let me know when you're close by.
Been shown time and again
I'm below you now.
how the 17 has been able to work his way up through the field. As Gregory Benate's back to 1 lap down, with caution should get back on the lead lap. As here we go, it's Cornwell on the inside, Lupret on the outside. It's Clunan, Molnick side by side behind him. And green flag in the air. Look at the jump by Randy. Not sure if he jumped the restart or something.
I was way before the restart, John.
Definitely gonna have to be
You
reviewed
do
after
know
the
the
race.
restart's on at the white lines, right?
Two
Battle
sets
for
of white
second
lines.
back here, it's
What's
Molnix
up?
and
Yellow
Lupret.
flag.
What the hell?
Oh, looks like we have another
Just
incident.
come on and turn me
track.
again like you did earlier. That's what I expect.
Passing on the outside. That makes sense.
Looks
I'm
like
gonna
Noah
go by the
Walters
pace
is
car
gonna
again.
be
Some lucky dog.
in that. Oh, Clunan on older tires. You can see him struggling on the inside. The track gets into the 50. Oh, heavy damage for the 50 of Noah Walters. That's going to be a serious day ender for that 50 because he was having a great day. Definitely. Definitely very unfortunate for that number 50 of Noah Walters. See a little bit of
Okay, you see these lines right here? That's the restart
Will
zone.
Anderson and Tyler Gluten.
There were 2 sets of white lines. That's why I was confused. You need to have, like, be rude about it.
Car on the outside, lucky dog. Might not take it rude if it wasn't every flipping week with you guys as admin. Everything we do.
How about the 65 of Gregory Vinace? Just a mere 5 or 6 laps ago, he was 2 laps down out of this thing. 2 quick back-to-back cautions, and he is now back on the lead lap with a chance to get back in contention. Can he recover? We'll just have to wait and see. He had a fast truck earlier. A little bit of tire strategy gave him track position. He's got his work cut out for him. But like we said, that 65's got some speed today. And with Noah Walters with damage, Timothy Perryman is still in the pits with damage, Tim Aubrell out of the race, Vinace has a chance. So is Randy Cornwell going to be in the lead. Tate Luprette in second, Daniel Molnix in third, and Dalton Wilson will be in fourth. Dustin Coggin back up to fifth. See if he can pull a few more spots up. Drayton Cook has worked his way back up to eighth. That's a really fast driver. Really fast driver today. And like we said, Gregory Vinace is going to be restarting in the 12th or 13th position. Looks like he'll be restarting at the end of the longest line in 13th. James Burns. If he can keep it clean, looks like he will be the lucky dog. Next caution. These two drivers are going to be fun to watch the next few laps. It's the 50 of Walters definitely upset about how that last incident played out. But here we go. It's Cornwell. Luprette. Cornwell goes right around the restart zone. I'm not sure if he can time it right. But Molnix gets to the outside. Look at the 21. Here we go for the lead. It's Daniel Molnix, rookie driver, to the inside. Can he get around that 22? He's going to dive it in deep into turns 1 and 2. 21 and Molnix up the track a little bit. Cornwell right on the door, but the 21 will surge ahead. Daniel Molnix to the lead for the first time today. Clean pass for the race lead, and here's Luprette now. Tate Luprette trying to get to the inside of Cornwell as they're wrecking. Oh. Tyler Clunan definitely not making friends today. Oh. Looks like Adams. Sure what happened there, but Adams did overdrive it, get into the wall. Clunan overdrove it, and then Anderson and Clunan get together. Oh, well, that's not good. And that will bring out the caution flag once again. Alright, that will be caution flag number 9. We have about 42 laps left in the race today. Dana Molnix having a good race up here. He's currently running in first. It's Wilson in second. Joseph Herbert in third. You got Cook in fourth. Alex McGuire in fifth. Thomas Adams sixth. Tate Luperetz back here in seventh. Randy Cornwell in eighth. Ninth is Dustin Coggin. 10th will be Gregory Vanace. Pitting again to get some more damage repaired. Some new fresh tires on. He's had a good recovery today. We got Noah Walters, a little bit of damage on that truck, 1 lap down. James Burns got the free pass that time. He'll get a lap back. Timothy Perryman back on the track.
I had to pit twice, and they can't even fix the damage.
4 laps down. Anderson in the pits, Aubrell out of the race. So looks like Noah Walters free pass. Oh no, looks like he's gonna have to fall back.
What's going on here?
Why is the 50 up here, like, leading the restart? Exactly. Sorry, guys. I'm behind you guys.
I'm not sure what's going on. But the 21 of Molnix and the 20 of Wilson side by side for the restart.
It didn't tell me the pass until like they come around the turn.
I got you.
Jump by the 21 of Daniel Molnix. Then you got Wilson and Herbert side by side. That 69's had a good race today, believe it or not. Wilson gets in the wall a little bit. Here's Cook now moving to the inside of Wilson. That 17 fast truck today. Gonna get to the back bumper of the 69 now. Cook looking for a way around the 69.
That's just weird. I've never had that happen.
Here. McGuire slow on track. Look at heavy damage to the 55 of Lamp behind him. And the 65 of Vanace is just gonna sneak his way right past. Up here you got Coggin and Wilson now. Coggin trying to work his way back into the field after some misfortune. Looks like Wilson might have some wheel damage. He did hit the wall relatively hard. Oh, what happened to Vanace? Gregory Vanace looks like he has damage again. Oh, heavy left front damage. That's going to definitely hurt his day. That he was just getting back on track. We have we are on lap 114 of 150 here in the Electric Thunder Truck Series at Indianapolis Raceway Park. Molnix had the lead. Cooks took second and immediately ran down that 21. Here's the 17. What does the 21 have for him? It's going to be a fun battle for the race lead as Cook now driving it in. A little bit of love to the back bumper. Very clean racing so far. A little bit sideways action there as Molnix gonna drive it in through turns 1 and 2. Cook right on the back bumper. What can he do? Not able to do anything in that corner. Molnix is just doing everything right. He's running up where it's almost impossible for that 17 to make a pass on the inside lane, and he's hitting his marks every lap. 17 may have fresher tires, but that 21 has that outside lane momentum. Oh, Cook in the wall a little bit. Trying to get a better angle. There he goes. Able to turn down inside of Molnix on the exit of turn number 2. Good move by that 17. He's going to be able to make it stick a little bit, maybe. Oh, has to back out. Got tight in the corner. And Molnix will keep the lead for now. We have about 32 laps to go here at IRP. Here's the 17. All over the back bumper of Daniel Molnix. Can Molnix hold on? Cook definitely a little bit faster. Molnix, like we said, doing everything right. Oh, Cook up in the wall again, trying to get to the outside of Molnix. Not anything there that time. Not able to turn down inside of the 21 either. And they're still battling. Cook has to back off a little bit, trying to get that corner turned down. There we go. Was able to turn down a little bit. Good run on the 21, but not close enough to capitalize. Again, you see Daniel Molnix running that preferred line up there on the outside. With Cook in the wall a little bit again. Very good battle here. Molnix just holding his line. Cook just trying to find a way around. Cook now to the inside of Molnix. A little bit on the quarter panel now. Puts it in. They're door to door through turns 1 and 2. Side by side. Molnix, good run on the exit. Cook gonna be able to stay with him though. They're still gonna be door to door through 3 and 4. Inches apart. No contact. Maybe a little bit. Oh, Molnix in the wall.
Do I even get a lane here?
Whoa! And they get in the wall again. And Tate Lupret.
Or just intent wreck me. Yellow flag is out.
It's going to take the race lead.
I was trying to race you hard, okay? And I'd have given you the spot back, and you just drive into fucking 1 and just take me completely out. That's the second race in 3 races I've been taken out by somebody who gets mad about something.
If you didn't use me up to get through 3 and 4, I mean, it might have turned out a little different.
I said I didn't mean to. I was going to give you the spot back. Literally, I was running you hard, and I made a mistake. I was going to give you the spot back, and instead you ruined both of our races, and we had top 2 cars by far.
So a little bit of
maybe race with a little bit more.
tempers flaring here at Indianapolis Raceway Park.
You guys are awesome.
And we're under caution again with about 20.
Alright, Felix, I tried to get around you before, and I spun out 64, so now my car is damaged. See if I could do it again.
Look, a few drivers coming into the pits. Tate Lupret will have the race lead.
And FYI, we never even made contact. So, yeah, I didn't give you a lot of room, but you ran into the wall.
Looks like Lupret is going to be a race leader. Cornwell second. Coggin. Look at Dustin Coggin coming back from all that. He's going to be in third. Dalton Wilson in fourth. Alex McGuire fifth.
Relax, Cowboy.
Gregory Van Ace. Got some damage to
just
repair,
ran
but
into the
that
wall
truck
alone.
is
That
back
makes
up
a lot of
in the top 10 in the 6th position. 7th will be Dylan Lamp, also with the damaged truck. 8th place will be Joseph Herbert. 9th is Noah Walters. And 10th will be Thomas Adams. 25 laps to go. It's been a rough race for several people. A lot of tempers have flared. But this is the first short track of the season, and hopefully we can get these issues worked out. As last on the pace car are off. Down to pit road. Lupret is going to be in control. Cornwell on the outside. Coggin and Wilson side by side in the second row.
Green, green, green.
And we're green flag. Look at the jump. Pretty even start to begin with, but Lupret's going to clear Randy, or is he? Randy running really good on the outside. Good start by that number 22 Cornwell barbecue sauce machine. He's going to stay to the outside of Lupret. Oh, Coggin has to check up. Wilson has to check up on the wall. And Lupret's going to let Randy have the spot. A little bit of a nudge. As they head back through the front stretch. Oh.
Good show after you bumped me,
back
50.
there. Noah Walters.
Didn't mean to race you down the track like that.
Up through the field. Duprette still not able to get around that number 22 of Cornwell, but here's Coggin. Coggin still has a really fast truck today. It looks like Thomas Adams with a little bit of trouble is gonna keep it going. We stay green. Here's Cornwell up the track lane. Duprette down near the yellow line. Trying to race each other clean. He sees tire smoke from that Adams incident as Coggin going to take advantage of Duprette hitting the wall a little bit to get to the inside. Here we go. Cornwell liking these two side by side as we only have 20 laps to go. And Cornwell hang on for his first win of the season. Here's Duprette. He's going to clear Coggin now. Back to the back bumper of Cornwell, about half of the ball. They're looking at each other. Not quite able to make a move though. Duprette and Coggin racing each other pretty hard right now. Both of those trucks though, pretty fast. I think both of them have a chance to get around that 22. Now, for the most part, that 22 of Cornwell has been really hard to pass. But he hasn't been blocking these drivers excessively. Just like I said, hard to pass. He's a really good driver when it comes to defense. As Brett has to back off. Here we go. Here's the 2 to the back bumper of the 22. We're going to back off a little bit. No contact. Now looking to the inside. Nothing there. Or is there? It gets to the fender. And not going to be able to make it stick. May have to back off again. Cornwell is still in the race lead. Here's Duprette looking, not able to get to the inside this lap either. Look at this battle between Cornwell and Duprette. They're going to go side by side into 1 and 2. Duprette has the bottom. But Randy has that preferred outside lane. Coggin now going to follow Randy around on that outside lane. So now Duprette has to be alongside teammate 46 of Dustin Coggin. Here's Duprette trying to look to the inside of Cornwell. Still can't find anything. Cornwell just too good on that outside lane. How about the fact Noah Walters is up 8 positions. He's up to the 5th position after being involved in multiple incidents. As Duprette loses it for a split second, gets it back under control, but he's going to lose that inside lane he had on Cornwell. Coggin trying to get by on the outside. As we only have 15 laps to go now. It's Cornwell up front, trying to keep the old money racing boys behind him. Both of them a little bit faster, but they're racing that 22 clean, at least for now. Coggin gonna get past 52. Now that 46 is a little bit faster than that 52 has been all day long. And he find a way around the 22 with only 14 laps to go. Here's the 46. Pulls to the back bumper. Looks. Cornwell sideways. Saves it. Here's Coggin. Looks to the inside. Fights his way through 1 and 2. Gets to the corner panel. He's got position on Cornwell. Can he hold it down the backstretch? He does. Here we go into 3 and 4. Coggin gonna drive it in. Not quite deep enough. Cornwell's gonna have a good run off of 3 and 4. Good hard racing up here for the race lead. Coggin again driving it in hard. Hoping to clear on the exit. And he does. He's going to clear Randy Cornwell for the race lead. Cornwell, what will he do? While this is going on, Noah Walters on those fresh tires. He's up here. He's going to go to the inside of Wilson. A little bit of contact. Here's the 50. 12 laps to go. Does he have the time? Cornwell sideways. Walters drives it in hard to the inside of Dalton Wilson. He's going to possibly take that spot. Not sure. Looks like Walters had to check that full track right in front of him. They will race each other hard. Side by side. Down the front stretch again. Neither driver budging. 10 laps to go now. It's Coggin out front pulling away. Walters up to 4th now. Does he have enough time? Pulling to the back bumper of Pret. He's got a fast truck today. That 50 of Noah Walters does. Moving to the outside. He's going to come down the track. Try to get a good run on that 52. Still trying to get around that 22 of Randy Cornwell. To the inside. Walters moves up to the outside. 9 laps to go. The 50 still stuck behind this 52 in the 22. To the inside. 52 blocks for a second. 50 still trying to look. Not quite able to get to the inside. Good battle up here for the 2nd and 3rd position. I'm sure if Walters had clear racetrack tonight, he'd be able to catch that 46. 46 just pulling away. Oh, a little bit of contact. 50 has to make it stick. Got a little bit tight in the middle of the corner there. He's going to drive it into 1 and 2, move up the track, tries to clear the 52. He does. 50 up to 3rd. Now to the back bumper of Randy Cornwell with 7 laps to go. Can he get one more spot? Noah Walters missed the first 1 or 2 races. I think he missed the first race of the season. So he needed a good points race today. Boy, has he had. Back and forth up the leaderboard. He's back up here on fresh tires. Trying to get to the inside of Cornwell. Back out that corner. 6 laps to go. Up front is Dustin Coggin pulling away for a 2nd win of the season. Here's Walters. A little bit of a nudge. He gets it in the inside of Cornwell. He's raising Cornwell a little bit hard. We'll have to see how Randy likes that as they head back into... Oh! Walters drifts up the track and they get to each other again. Only 4 laps to go. This is the battle for 2nd position. Walters is going to have to give it up. And now Luke Perret looking to the outside of Walters again. Walters driving that truck very hard right now, having trouble holding on to it. Randy Cornwell keeping that 2nd position. Look at this battle for 3rd. Inches off of each other. 50 and 52. Walters not able to clear. There he is. Walters able to clear. Almost gets into Randy again. Good save. Now going to look to the inside. There's only 3 laps to go, and this is still a hot battle for the 2nd and 3rd. Oh, the Pret dives it in hard. Not able to make it stick. What a battle. Hard racing up here. We're 2nd and 3rd. Coggin is gone. White flag in the air. Over the 46 of Dustin Coggin. He is out front by a mile. He had the fastest truck today. A little bit of back and forth up the leaderboard. Was involved in a few incidents, but he has worked his way back up. 46, and Dustin Coggin is going to take the checkered flag here at IRP, and let's see. Oh, Walters was able to get around Cornwell. 50 of Walters takes 2nd from Cornwell. And Lupret finishes 3rd. Oh, Cornwell. Not too happy with how Walters raced him.
Thank you.
Dustin Coggin, gonna be your race
Good
leader.
run at the end there, Andy. I was really trying to stay off you.
A good race.
Yeah, don't touch Randy. That's for damn sure in this style.
And the 46 of Dustin Coggin is going to take the checkered
Look at
flag
him. Noah
here
gave me the
at
bumper.
IRP. Be
Wasn't
sure to
happy about
join us
that.
next week. We're going to have to hop off of here.
Who would have
deal
been
with
happy
some
about
things, but be sure to join us next week. Same
If
time,
you just move out of the
same
way, you
place.
make things a lot easier. Sorry, 20.
Let's see. Where are we
Why
going
would we
next
just
week?
move out of the way and give you the spot? That doesn't even make sense.
Next week we will be going to the dirt on Knoxville. Gonna be a fun race next week. Be sure to join us, and be sure to vote in any polls on social media for your favorite paint scheme.
Congrats, Dustin. You'll win them all as long as they keep wrecking people.
It's gonna be a fun event. Be sure to tune in same time, same place.
Well,
Thank
thanks,
you for
but,
tuning
you
in
wrecked me
here
too, Randy, so don't
on
feel
Fearless
left out, buddy.
Broadcasting. This is Fearless himself signing off. Thank you to
Yeah,
all
you might
of
want
our
to go back and watch
sponsors,
that before
especially
you run
the
your
Brewer
mouth.
Project for
All I
coming
tried
on
to do
board
was
this
avoid y'all. I don't know who was in
race.
the William
I'm
Byron